welcome to the H&R Racing Show, and we better do our intro. Ready? Here we go. I mean, we already had an intro, but we'll do another one. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go! H&R Racing, H&R Racing. Yeah. Welcome to the show, the H&R Racing Show. Yes, what he said. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
And we thank you very much for tuning into this live stream on a Friday. On a Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in. There, Gabe, thanks so much. And I think it's Gabe. Kyla is Gabe, yes, I'm pretty sure. 90% sure. You could be correcting me, but I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, thanks very much for everyone who joins, future, past, present, and during.
Yes, I am right. Yes, absolutely. Cool. Nailed it. Okay, so we thought we'd make you this this live stream. And we did actually have another one planned. We were going to interview
Roskina.
Yes.
Wingsuiting speed wing expert. But that's going to be postponed till next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. So stay tuned for that, and we'll do a repost for that. But it's going to be cool. It was just a situational thing. Not to worry. We'll get it underway. It's going to be great to talk to her. And she's got some amazing skills, right? Yeah,
excellent. And it's always good to meet the best. And that's kind of what this show is all about, doing the best of the best and pushing the limits of what you can do. So
and she definitely is, because she's doing it physically.
There you go. So we
put her body on the line to do awesome stuff.
Fly down the hill and whatnot. Okay, and we get her thoughts on the FBVRC
jet wing.
Yes. So there you go. So that's
what's coming. She might help us out with some parachute ideas.
There you go. So there you go.
Sounds like she's got some experience in the wingsuiting designs as well.
Yes. And what did we do last week? I'm sure Gabe already knows, but for the other people, what did you do?
Oh, last week, live stream.
Yes,
live stream. So last week we launched the rocket, the Ironman rocket.
We launched 2 rockets in last week.
That's right. So we first the initial rocket, which was with the lightweight filament, PLA lightweight.
Yes.
And that was done on a previous video. You can click the link above when we figure out how to do that in post. So that was when we sent ourselves to space. So we redid that guy, and we did it with a C-class engine. So that was a lot more power than was needed, but it was awesome, because more power is never a bad thing.
I went so high that I nearly lost visual sight, but I did see it when the parachute came out.
That was cool. And then the other one is what we did the Ironman launch. So it was mostly successful. For example, it took off, but it did not take off in the trajectory that we wanted. That's okay. We can redesign it, and that's what this episode's all about.
This live stream, yes. And just a little recap. What have we on the episode? Yes, and we're doing well there, Gabe. Yes, it's been a very busy week. Just getting a little off topic there, but yes, a little bit a busy week, very busy.
Yeah. We're busy editing up the
next one for you guys.
The next one that rolls up.
Yes. So yes, very busy. Not too much sleep, because we're working on machines and got to get up at different hours of the day to check on them and whatnot. But hey, it's coming together.
And that's what's rolling out on Tuesday next week.
Yes.
When we do a little bit more on the
flying Creality Hi 3D printer drone project. So yes, and we've started that this week on Tuesday as well.
That's right, and the second part comes out.
And that's a pretty massive drone to be building. Yes,
and that's what we've been doing pretty much non-stop. We've got some other projects that we're doing to sort of give us a bit of leeway to be able to keep up with the amount of content that we do. But it's fun to really push ourselves, and that one's a really interesting,
exciting bit.
Yeah, from an engineering point of view as well.
Yes, I hope you like that game, because we made it for you. Yeah. Maybe. But I'm going to say one, and thanks to Creality for that one.
Yeah.
Yes. And what can we do? Should we move over to the next one?
I think we'll get it underway.
Let's go and get started. Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're back into the workshop. This is the second part of the workshop. If you have not seen our live stream, this is this is the secondary part of our workshop. And yes, there you go. So yes, we've got the laptop all set up there. We've got the 3D printers where they're supposed to be sitting there, and we've got Mr. Ironman himself. So yes, there he is. He did make it unscathed. I think you can see him. Yes. So there you go. If you're looking at charring marks from the explosives, just not really much, really. I mean, he didn't even snap his fingers at I don't know how many
Right.
triple backflips he did on the takeoff. But yeah, there's a little bit of dirt, but that's really minor. Yes. And what about you, Gabe? What did you get up to this week? Hope you had a great one. Yes. But yes, we yeah, it was a very busy one for us. Did we get? Oh yeah, we're gonna move over there. Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. You all good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah. So yeah, that's the Ironman guy that we've been working on. You can even see some little sparkle flakes in there. Maybe.
What's that from?
No. There might be some glitter or something. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. He looks pretty good. And he was made on that guy there
Creality Hi, right?
with the CFS engaged. So it's pretty cool. It was just one print. It took how long? A while.
I think it was like 17 hours, give or take. Gabe says, nothing much. I have had tests and stuff. But that's about it. Well, and tests and all that kind of stuff.
Got to be done.
It's got to be done.
And good luck, and hopefully results are excellent, because that's would be nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you will get them.
Yeah.
Positive is positive.
That's the key.
Yeah, positivity. Yes, and yeah, good luck. Nice. And I guess could we ask what the exams were on?
Yeah, I mean, feel free to.
But if you don't, if it's something that we can't talk about, then that's totally cool. But either way, good luck with them. Yes. Yes. So there you go. And that's Mr. Ironman. And what was the booster like? What happened to him, Richard?
He's still fine too.
He's still fine.
Bit of charring on the parachute.
Bit of charring on the parachute. You can see that it's a bit charred. But yes, so there he is. And yeah, it marked out. It was fine. It didn't snap in half or anything.
So that's with the RPLA Pro, right? PLA Pro, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
from
KIWIFIL.
KIWIFIL, that one. Yes,
So it did well.
it did well. It didn't break, and it did its
5% infill, I think, for that one.
Yeah, it wasn't too much. Yeah,
And that was that 5% as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So obviously,
and it was positioned like that on the explosive rocket launch, and yeah.
So hence the reason why there's an offset anyway, and he did massive amounts of backflips.
Yes, there you go.
So not an entire surprise, but
an exciting one, and it looked cool. So aesthetics sometimes. Look cooler than a practicality, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and you can check out that. I think we're posting the short for that coming up soon, and I think if you want to jump ahead, the queue, I think we're posted on Instagram and Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I think have the different angles from that launch, so you can go back and check that out.
Yeah, so what do you guys reckon? This is kind of a bit more of an option. You're welcome to contribute as well for designs or redesign. Otherwise, we'll just come up with our own design. That's totally all good. But yes, what do you think? Do you think we should put them on the front again, like maybe a bigger stage booster rocket, or do you think
I think there's enough power?
No, there's definitely enough power. Weight ratio, I think weight ratio is fine.
So how would you, if you put it on the front, how would you compensate for the amount of thrust?
Well, there's one way of doing it is you could make a bigger wing. There's one option. We could go bigger wing, so a giant wing. That's one way of doing it.
But then you might cover them up though. You won't see them.
That's right. So then maybe not so good.
The other one that I was thinking was, can you grab the other rocket?
Sure. Just put that guy there. Okay, there you go. There's the other rocket that made it back. It's a bit dirty, but he's fine. You just
clip the little fin there.
Oh, we'll fix it in a second. But yeah, so he pretty much, one idea is we could make something very similar to this again.
So we're gonna use the CFS for this one. I think
yeah,
so.
Yeah,
you're doing the red and the gold.
So one idea is we could.
What I was thinking was effectively make him into a nose cone. Yes. So use the insert and make a design up.
Yep.
And effectively clip, instead of the nose cone, it's going to be a him. So effectively,
and like a little bit short.
Obviously short, it'll be like down to here somewhere. And then
that's one idea.
Remake So then as the rocket goes up,
maybe you can see it better from that angle.
As the rocket goes up, and then does this rear ejection, then he'll pop off and come down.
And with the parachute.
The parachute's inside the rocket.
It's inside the rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
kind of like what I'm leaning to at the moment. The other option is some kind of one on his back, But of course, then you still might have that.
Offset now, you're just doing forward flips.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's not actually a bad thing.
That's cool, yeah. Either way, so yeah, it's interesting
We've
stuff.
still got a couple of rockets that we saved from that last launch. So.
Not a good idea, but what if you made a stand-like thing and put the rocket on that?
Stand.
Which part do you reckon? What do you reckon? You mean
stand.
Like to stand to hold him, or do you mean a stand to project him? Because we do have the launcher. That's another way of doing it. You could just effectively make another rocket, and it's just a bit bigger.
All right, and then strap him
on the feet. So when you make like a stand thing and put the rocket.
Okay.
So like, do you mean like have fins or no fins? So like snap it on right there, like that kind of thing.
Like a plate. Okay, so plate on his feet. So that's quite similar to what the idea I think is what you're saying. So similar to the idea of that, Harry, and then put his feet up here.
Well, not that section.
Not that high.
But that like there. Can
so effectively, and then you'd have the fins on the bottom, and his plate would be on the nose cone, and that way you can do the parachute.
Is that what you're thinking? That's
kind of what we were thinking too. That way, he's the most streamlined, right? In terms of when
it's funny.
Oh, that's a funny idea. In terms of straightness, it'd be the straight. I guess you could even straighten them up until you can add an offset so that the angle is even straighter. So you can get them as straight as
not
hard. It's like a 3% off degree offset. And then that way he's effectively like that on the rocket. Obviously shorter, but yeah.
Okay.
Is that what we're thinking?
Is that what the collective?
Is that what the collective decision is?
Hang on, just put a bit of more power into here. Yep, that's better. A little bit more
kind of, but I don't think my idea would work. Well, we're keen to try.
Yeah, don't mind.
Or do you mean like a plate that holds up his hands, like underneath, like his hands, like up to here, to here? Or do you mean like physically a plate and then?
Oh, and then he catapults off. Is that what you're thinking? So like the rocket boost, and then it kicks him like a effectively flicks him. I'll get the catapult out.
Yes, is what he's saying. Give him a kick. So you kick him with a rocket. Interesting.
Interesting idea.
Okay.
Yeah, move him back a bit.
Yeah, just moving sure.
So there's the launch pad, if you can see that. Hang on, I'll just hold him underneath it.
So, and the last one, of course, it's way up there, isn't it? Okay, so this is how it sat in the last one. If you can
imagine.
Like that. That's how it's sitting last time. Like that.
So you can see kind of why he might do a backflip.
You can see why.
But it does look aesthetically pleasing, so that's why we went with that one.
So what you're talking about, I think, is what you're saying is effectively use him as a hammer. And then,
I was like one of those. Yeah. It's interesting.
How would you get him to stay there for the duration of the kick before? Otherwise, you just go because if you didn't get him,
you can have a bung in him.
Yeah, because otherwise, what would happen is effectively the rocket goes off, right, and then he just goes like that. Because if you didn't have it like locked in, it would just go. He'd just fall off, right? You'd have to have some kind of.
Sounds like the same kind of design, though, isn't it? With the bung in here, from there, like a plate here, and the bung goes into there, and then that's to get two. Instead of having the nose capsule, you got him.
Yeah.
So it's
quite similar. Yeah.
Ultimately, I think kind of the same design. I think so.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
But if you it'd be interesting because you'd still need the trajectory to keep going. Otherwise, what will happen is he'll go up, and then they'll detach. So you get like, I don't know, say a 2% kick, and then
one part will go.
The rocket will keep going. He'll keep going.
The booster will go upwards, and then he'll go sideways. So what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a combination of that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Should we get into it?
Yeah, I think so. I think we get started here. Okay, so sorry, that's your mouse.
That's my mouse.
It's not going to work on this computer.
Okay, so I'll put that.
Okay, so you want to start with? Oh no, just leave it.
I'll just put them out of the way.
Do you want to have that? Just put it on the ground then. Okay, so we got some calipers. We're using Design Spot Mechanical. I think I can turn it like that. You can see it. Can you see it? Can you turn that?
This one on?
Yeah, turn it so you can. Well, no, you just turn it at you.
At the moment, it's a bit white. Maybe it's that one behind you.
Maybe.
Yes.
Is that better?
Kind of. Not really.
Maybe you bring them closer.
Bring the camera. Oops. Hang on. I should lift it up.
How's that?
It's more white.
More white.
Yeah, it was better before an angle.
Okay.
Hang on. We'll go back. Yeah. Hang on. We're just adjusting the camera. Sorry about this, guys.
How's it all good?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see it working out. We'll just have to bring it close, right in front of it when you get into it.
Okay, so we'll start with maybe the rocket motor head, because this is actually quite a good size for dimensions. So I think we'll use him for dimensional accuracy. We'll start with the boost.
It's always
Maybe
good
just
angle.
disconnect it.
Yeah.
It's too annoying. Okay, he's disconnected. There you go. There you go. Okay, so we'll work it out. What's that? 15, 16, 17?
Yes. Maybe while you do that, I'll
17.
17.
17?
Okay. 17 mil.
Okay, so how high are you going to make them? And then how thick? What's the outside ball? Because that was quite good.
It was quite a nice size. Ball height.
5 maybe.
So you go, if you have not used Design Spark Mechanical, this is just one we really like. The software. We use Fusion as well, but I just like using Design Spark. Yeah, it's just more logical to me, but it's totally up to what you like, your preferences. There's other software out there. What else is there? What other CAD softwares are there?
Fusion 360?
We just said that. There's AutoCAD.
I just said that already.
There's other ones like Tinkercad and
SolidWorks.
SolidWorks. Yeah, we used to use SolidWorks back in the day. It was a good one. It was quite good for doing stress strain analysis of parts and things like that. It does have a nice little cool little feature. Not necessarily needed, but it is a cool one.
Okay, so extrude cut that.
Okay, so
I made the circle, and now we're making the vertical part. So how high is this rocket going to be? Or we'll call it a booster.
What do you reckon?
Just start conversion. What your favorite drink? What's our favorite drink?
Oh,
energy drinks.
Energy drinks. What are we drinking at the moment? Where's my drink?
And that's just in general as well. Like
it's just in personal. Yeah.
Oh, it's chemicals behind.
Oh yeah, behind it there.
We've been drinking a lot of that.
Yes. Yeah, energy drinks. What else do we drink? Or you're talking about like your poison, like a night out kind of thing. But yeah,
I think it is
just
on tap, I guess.
Yes. But generally speaking, yeah, I always go for an energy drink of some kind. Relatable. Yes, nice. But yeah, no, that's what we have. So, and we're very happy with Kamikaze being on board. So, yeah. There's other companies out there that do energy drinks.
Yeah, like Red Bull or B Energy.
Yeah.
They're all good.
All good.
Or Rockstar.
Shiver the Destroyer says, hello, my friend.
By the way.
Exceptional. Great.
Very cool. How high is the booster?
We
want it bigger than this, right?
Yeah, I think that was a bit piddly. Thanks very much for joining the live stream. We appreciate it.
So we're making a booster, or a Mark II version of the booster.
Yes.
That we launched the Ironman into the skies on the last one. So we thought we'd make a second booster. So how big? So that's the size of the previous one.
Yep. And we want to get bigger than that, right? It was a bit piddly. What do you want to do? Just kind of like do the same fin size. What do you want to go different?
That's like as big.
What do you want to make it more stylish? It's awesome. Cheers, man. Yes, we fired this guy on. We fired both of them on the last live stream that we did at the field, and it was exciting. The one that Rich is looking at the moment is
140.
All are 3D printed, but the what?
140, something like that.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. And it went quite exceptionally high, and this guy was exceptionally entertaining. So there you go. So we're gonna redesign this the booster on this guy, if you can see him. And that's what we're doing on this live stream. He was a little bit funny. on takeoff. And what did he do, Richard? He did. It was just like
lots of backflips. Eh?
Backflip, triple, quadruple backflips.
How do you do this? You put a plane in here, so just going to put a plane on the bottom of it, and then
sure. Clean slate protocol. That's the one. Yeah, exactly like the Mark 1. Very, very true. Very true. That's what happened to Tony Stark. He went. So there you go.
Is that on Ironman 3?
I think it's
it's Ironman
3.
3 at the very end of the film, right?
Clean slate protocol. Yeah.
Yeah, it was with his girl, a wife. Yeah.
Pepper. Nice.
So
there you go. That was an Ironman reference. Great reference there. It's very cool. And so on this go, we're going to try and redesign and make it look a bit better. And then we'll, how many more rockets have we got? Got like another 2 rockets? In storage.
Rockets,
So, and then what we will do, we will go out there and send them again. I'm on to that already.
What do you want a different nose? You want to do like triple or quadruple?
What do you guys reckon? How many fins do you want? 3 currently, but we could go more. What do you guys want? Totally up to you.
That's what we're talking about there.
There you go.
As long as the rocket can get in there, that part.
Oh,
you might have to do that differently too, because you have to do an offset.
Sure, we can do an offset. No biggie. But yeah.
What do you reckon? Maybe 40, something like that.
Yeah, or 3 then.
No? Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's always good to design something. I always like pushing the design. Right, yeah, nice. Nice. Hang on, what was it? Let's go and have a look. The weather's not exceptional at the moment, so maybe that's it. Hang on. Go and check.
Back on.
Stop again, I'm saying.
Is it? I'm going to move that.
Router.
Sorry.
No, it might be working. Is it working? Are we working? The Bamboo Labs printer is a beaut. I'm saving up for the H2D.
Awesome.
Nice. It might be working. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully you can see us. Not sure if the signal, maybe I'll move the signal a bit, but hopefully you can see us.
Yeah.
It's going at the moment. I'll go and move the router. The printer behind us is the K2 Plus. I'll just go and check something upstairs. I'll be back, Richard.
Yeah. What's the degree of that? 120?
Yeah.
He's just going to check the router to make sure it's performing optimal. So sorry about that, guys, but these things happen. Five, yeah. So just work out the fins at the moment. So far so good. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's happening, and so far so good. Now I'm from the States. Well, fair enough. It's a great place. Lots of people in the States, and yeah, it's good.
How's that?
It seems to be working. Yep. Yep. We're just checking that. We're just checking the router. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little questionable weather outside at the moment, so that's probably playing a bit of havoc.
If it does cut off.
Okay. What sort of degrees offset there? To get the going around people. You know?
Yeah, just put a line down the
Yeah, but it's a triple. We're gonna do 4-way. Okay, we'll do 4.
Well, make the
make it different. Yeah.
Make it different.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, I guess we're from New Zealand, so that counts.
Yes, we are from New Zealand, and I'm back. Yes, hopefully the live stream doesn't cut out again. We don't want that.
No.
But yes, we appreciate you guys all tuning in, and you're welcome to comment as much as you like. It's kind of a very informal kind of live stream, and so we roll.
Yeah. Okay.
How big is that?
Look at that. Hey. Okay.
All right. Yes, this is our workshop, and we do a lot of work in here. So yeah.
That makes sense.
What's that?
Being a workshop and all that makes sense.
Being a workshop, yes. Gabe says, "Oh, same. You just said mute, and I guessed." Oh, yeah, right. It's talking about this stuff. Nice. How are we getting on? Did you just making some fins in the background? So yeah. What software do you guys use?
What's your preference?
What's your preference of CAD software? Yeah. Well, you might not do software. Yeah, you might not do CAD software, but you like designing things, so that's cool. It's always good.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's an interesting guy. He came out quite good, I thought. Different colors that came out on him. What did we run him on? He's got gold, white, and white on his hands. So white on his hands. And of course red. Hot Rod red. The Destroyer says SolidWorks. Nice. Yeah, SolidWorks is a great great software.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. No, we used to use that back in the day. It's cool. We used to, like I was saying before, we used to do the make bridges at uni, and that's what we used to do. And we used to break things in digital space, and then which was quite good. I haven't used it for a couple of years, but used to be able to run it, and it would have red spots where the bridge would snap or something like that. That was just quite good. Does Design Spark do that sort of stress strain kind of analysis?
I think so.
I'm not sure. I don't think it does. But I guess we're doing our stress strain in real life. So there you go. Stress strain. But it's coming along. Yeah. Before you know it, we'll put it on the printer. Yeah. Now, it's kind of an interesting one, the old CFS, how it hooks up.
Just adding a mirror line in here. That way it's all the same.
Gabe says, I'm usually not interested in this stuff, but I like how you actually recognize me. Oh, there you go.
I'm recognized too.
No, it's very cool. Yeah, cheers, and we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's one of those things. It's nice to have company when making these things. Otherwise, it's just kind of us in the workshop by ourselves. And, it's kind of,
But yeah, it's a lot more fun when there's more people around.
Exactly. And what are you doing? Are you doing 3 fins or 4 fins?
I've got 4 fins at the moment. How do you want to do it? I reckon change the design from this. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I reckon maybe like sloping.
Just for style points?
Is that kind of Ironman-ish, or is he more straight lines?
Yeah, we could do. It's kind of sloped arcs. You could do it kind of like.
I could do it like a couple of joints.
Yeah, maybe like trapezoid shape, but with soft edges. That's kind of him.
Like that, kind of. Like that, and then like another one there.
Yeah, sure.
Like that.
Yeah, okay. Something like that. What do you guys reckon? Be kind of like this, and then that, then the tail fin. Yeah. We always find it interesting how things are made. We always like those different shows. Do they really have that kind of thing these days?
What do you mean?
Like how things are made, other than obviously YouTube. But there used to be ones on Discovery. Used to watch like. You got a pencil? You got a pencil?
Yeah. No, there's what was it called? Discovery Channel used to do it, didn't they? Pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, I guess
It's just a tool like anything, like you're talking about, like in terms of CAD designing. It's just another tool, like it's like a saw is a tool as well. Yeah, it's got its own purpose, like anything. Yeah, you're not just limited to CAD software. I mean, more than capable of like welding it or grinding it down or making something in a physical sense. So yeah, no, it's all good. You can do all of it. That's what it's all about. Yeah. It's always good to learn something new, isn't it? Yeah. Just doing some calculation stuff here. So if you haven't seen on this side of this software, pretty much what we do is we design it up in sketch mode, and then what we'll do is we'll do an extrusion cut, is what Richard's doing at the moment, and that'll take it off, and then he's just working out the calculations about how much he needs to take off, and then he'll do an extrusion cut, and that'll cut it out, and then it'll be one. The destroyer says maybe try to counteract the aerodynamic turbulence created by the Ironman figure. Yeah, sounds good. What do you reckon? Do you think we should put like a big fin to stop it doing that? Like a spoiler if you're in the spoiler. Like a big spoiler. Aerofoil. Which I guess effectively is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do it. But you could put like a fin on the other side, couldn't you? You could put like effectively kind of like that on the other side, couldn't you? It's tangled. Like you could put like that on the other side of the fin, or something like that, but a different shape. But you can have that on the back, one side of the like one of those foils that they have on, not like a foil, but like the surf boat. What do you call them? The foils. The foils. But you can have that offset, Richard. You could do exactly what the destroyer thought. And then that one could be linked in the opposite direction, have a little bit of tilt. And that could, maybe, what do you guys reckon? I don't know. You can have an offset on the side like that. What do you reckon? Sounds good. So, where is he getting tangled? Stop that. Stop getting tangled. So you could have the enclosure around the figure, or add spoilers to the shoulders to counterbalance the rocket. It's a great idea. Spoilers to the shoulder, counterbalance the rocket. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, we could probably do that. Or like I was saying, you could put this effectively but out here on this side. Oh, let's say the rocket was on his chest. Where's the rocket at the moment? Underneath, right? So then he's kind of like arced in a bit. And then like a spoiler over here, or put like a spoiler on his back, like a backpack. What do you think, Richard? Like he could put like that, the fins on the bottom, and then put a spoiler on the back, tilt it in. So now it will grab the air. Grab the air. Oh, like you see on the shoulders, we could do that. We could have it on the front. I know the guy, Red Bull, what's his, Peter Salinger. He is the Red Bull guy for the longest wingsuit distance. He has a foil on his chest. Maybe we could do that sort of thing. Certainly a possibility. For tilting it in. So we have a booster underneath, and then that to compensate. Otherwise, we'll get another bailout. Never. Yeah, it might be a bit top heavy like that. Like having the fin underneath. Could be. I mean, it'll be definitely top heavy, that's for sure. That was what was quite nice about that one. It wasn't top heavy. Into module. If you put that offset here to compensate. No, not the rocket, I'm just talking about a fin. Interesting stuff. Yeah, interesting. It's always kind of interesting design stuff. Not necessarily wrong, but when we fire it, we'll find out. The fin underneath may work though. Putting the fin underneath. Nice. Okay.
Let's check that dimension.
What's it? Just check the dimensions here. No, it's snapping off. Gabe says, I feel so weird being here because you all are talking about rockets and I'm just here. No, you're welcome. No, you're definitely welcome. Yeah, this is pretty informal, like we said. We could be.
What would you like to talk about?
Yeah, well, yeah, we can talk about anything else if you want.
What would you like to talk about?
But yeah, Iron Man's an interesting character. Like it's kind of definitely one of our favorites for sure. Out of which is your favorite of the Iron Man series? I think ours is probably the Mark II, I guess.
That's the Mark III, isn't it?
I think this is the Mark IX.
Mark IX, yeah.
This one's the Mark IX, but I think mine's still the Mark II because he just had the on the Mark. Oh no, it's Mark III.
The Mark II is the one with the aerospace one design.
Yeah, the steel one, and then this one would be the third one.
Okay, it's balanced now. There's something weird happening.
The Destroyer is asking, does Gabe have any hobbies? Yes, that's a good question.
Okay, so that's what I got at the moment. And then you want to do the part underneath?
Yeah, why not?
I think I'll round those. And then.
Sure. So it's coming along. Maybe just make it a little bit bigger so people can see it.
That's where we're at the moment. Can you see that?
Spin it around. Give it a three-dimensional look. I like the Predator. It's just Destroyer. Nice. Great name. I like saying Destroyer. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what kind of do you want? I mean, you could do like this one here, for instance. The fins on this one is pretty straight, right?
Yeah,
they're pretty straight. What do you reckon? We could go circular,
which is something that I haven't done.
We could do like a pick, kind of like Tintin's rocket back in the day. He has a very, if you've ever seen the Tintin rocket, they have very sloped.
Oh yeah.
Very, very old school design.
How far extruding down are you gonna go?
Interesting. From the otherwise we could do hexagonal. I don't know. Any shape's possible. Any shape's possible.
Yeah. So if I actually check that out. Oh, I guess it doesn't. I think I actually went up too high on it. Up there.
I did.
Yeah, I think so. Because you actually need to extrude down, right? So
it's fine. Just recut it. It's fine. Not a biggie.
Like how much down past the rocket mode is it? Can you move it?
Yeah, I can move it. The Tintin rocket is very old school, yes, and the Tintin was very cool. We used to always read Tintin.
Tintin was the only one where the rocket landed vertically, like SpaceX
is just starting to do now.
Maybe SpaceX copied Tintin.
I think so.
Just a thought, yeah. Just shouting out there.
There you go. So Elon has been copying. What was the author of Tintin?
I don't know.
Is it Hugh? Oh, I can't remember.
There's a guy that never left. Was it Sweden? He's Swedish. Right?
I'm not sure, but he never left his house. He was that's why he wrote Tintin. If you ever knew, that was the reason why he wrote the comic books, is because he never left his house. He was just he lived vicariously through his work,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And what about you, the Destroyer? Says Gabe. Do you have any hobbies? Great question.
That's a great question. We do like ourselves. We do music or horse riding, or that's what we do.
Or amongst making these things. Yeah.
Or amongst other things.
Okay, so it goes down.
Yeah.
About 54. There you go. And if you didn't know what these are calipers. So yes, we use calipers a lot. This is the digital ones, but I actually like the analog ones better. So
do we like this design? I feel it's different, completely different from your design.
That's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
I like product design, yes, and inventing stuff. Excellent, nice. It's always good making stuff. We agree. Great thing.
All right. What do you reckon? Should I slope these? I think we'll slope them.
Sure. Right. There you go. After a while, I'm songwriting. Nice.
Nice.
What
kind of stuff do you do? We do a bit of songwriting too.
Yeah, nice. Songwriting is always good. I think everybody's got needs to do a little bit of creativity in their lives. I think it's got good any type of art or making things, or it doesn't have to be, you know, say like rocketry or anything like that. But I think everybody should have a little bit in their life. As Banksy said, that's a quote from Banksy. But yes, he's a famous street artist. He's a guy. He's still around, but you don't know. That's the whole mystique about him, is that you don't know who he is. But, yeah, very cool dude.
Oh, yeah, that's better. That's more like the kind of Tintin kind of look.
We're going Tintin. Okay, cool. So it's Tintin / Ironman design.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to fix something about this.
But we'll paint him in the
Ironman color.
Ironman colors, of course. What do you reckon? Should we go like gold, you know, red, like each fin has a different color, or
yeah, maybe. Or
nice, says Gabe.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Should we do it like gold and then the red rocket? Or should it be red and then gold? Or should each?
That's up to you guys.
You also,
what do you guys want to see?
You can also write stuff as well, can't you?
Yeah, if you want. We can make it.
Slope it, because I think Tintin's one. He slopes inwards, doesn't he, like that?
Oh, you can slope outwards. Concave, convex. There you go.
Make it complicated for a second.
But there you go.
Does it go to a point? Should we put it to a point? Yeah.
Let's do that.
It'd be like that, right? Like that.
Yeah. There you go.
They can see us, eh?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you can see us, hopefully.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up if you can see us still. The connection's good. Hopefully it is coming through. Must be. The Destroyer says rock alternative blues. Sick. New metal. Nice. Deftones. Nice. Sublime. Yep. At the drive-in Incubus are my best influences. Sick. Nice. Yeah.
It's a good.
Those are all on our iPod. All on our tunes. Nice.
Yeah, he's got quite a good. He's got a really good bass line.
Incubus.
Yeah.
Sick. No, you play a bit of Incubus, don't you?
Yeah.
On the bass.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he's cool.
It's what kind of style is that?
I like this. Are you in? Boom, boom, boom. That's cool. He's got some skills.
Gabe says you should paint it like War Machine. Nice. That's a cool idea. Look, yeah.
Not Iron Patriot.
Not Iron Patriot. Right?
Nobody likes Iron Patriot.
He got a bad rap.
Didn't he?
I'll get a bit of glue while we're here. Iron Patriot. War Machine's cool. What do you reckon? 30 degrees? We're gonna slope those angles?
Yeah, let's do that.
Which would just do an extrusion cut and cut that out.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what you do in CAD software. If you didn't know, you draw it and then
you draw it on a two-dimensional
space, but you think in a three-dimensional space and then push through. That's how we do it. And you do it pretty much the same in SolidWorks too. Yes, one of my favorite songs. Very difficult for me to sing. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting one. I like the offbeat. It's cool. Boyd is such an insane range. He is very talented artist out there. What's your favorite artist, Richard?
Muse. We went to see them live.
Yes.
We got some tickets. Our mum and our sister got us tickets years and years ago. I think it was when
Philip. Nice.
I can't remember how old we were. Maybe just outside of high school, something like that. And then we went to Melbourne, Australia for 48 hours nonstop.
That was our biggest trip we ever did. 48 hours was our trip.
And it was a great place to hang out in Melbourne.
Nice people. All good things. Can't say anything wrong.
And we got to see Muse, which is the UK band, live. They kind of do like fusion rock kind of stuff.
Alternative rock.
Yeah. So
I like Eminem. Sick. Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one of Eminem?
The one. Good Meets Evil.
Good Meets Evil
Yeah,
is the album, but what's the song?
the one that's in what's his face?
What's the song called? Hang on, I'll look at it.
It's the one from
Muse is amazing. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. We do a lot of that kind of playing that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Hang on, I'm just gonna try and find it. I'll cheat and I'll use Google. I never do this, but I'll just cheat for a second.
There's one Eminem is song from Real Steel. Yeah, Real Steel. Yeah.
That particular song.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is our favorite? Yeah. Hang on. You know when you try, you know the name, but then you just forget that moment. Hang on.
Yeah. There's some good stuff out there. Some good artists.
Till I Collapse, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's yeah. It's Till I Collapse.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's our favorite one from Eminem.
What other artists do we like?
So Queen. I don't know. Turn It Rock. Who are there?
There's so many good people.
Our favorite song. What about your favorite song there, Gabe? Destroy. Do you guys have some favorite songs out there? I'll go and get them glue while we're thinking about that.
I forget that one. Those are sometimes when you like a rap guide. Yeah. No, that's a good one. It's quite a that would be really, really challenging to just remember the words, right?
Like a rap guide. Oh yeah, nice. Rap guide.
I know some people try and do it on karaoke, but they really shouldn't. Just leave it to the Eminem himself, because there's just some stuff that
is that when you write when he wrote that song, he wrote it for himself. Nice.
But some
songs out there, and why not? If you're writing it for your talent, that's what a good writer does. You write it for your ability, right?
Yeah, for sure. An offset, eh?
Do an offset?
Yeah.
Where's that other masking thing? Hang on.
What are you doing?
Oh, just go to this while we're talking.
Which one?
No, just put it back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, so making it look aesthetically pleasing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Need that one just yet.
Okay. What's happening? You can do it. Wow.
Whoa.
Well, I have. Yeah, fair enough.
Well,
I was going to say, because that's some real skill set right there. You can do that.
talent.
The girls will be after you.
Exactly. That's a pretty cool. That's your party trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Very cool.
No, that's actually really, really good if you do that. What would be the have we ever learned any rap songs?
You did it. What was we first started playing music? What was the song we played it?
I think it was Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood. But instead of saying, I ain't happy, I'm feeling bad. That one. But we did it kind of like a rap. Yeah. So we just sort of sped it up, because it was one of those ones where you had to sort of put your own spin on it.
Oh yeah. That was when we did like Battle of the Bands or that sort of thing.
Yeah. That was good fun. Didn't you?
Yeah, no, it was cool. We learned a lot. We did it.
Yeah, for sure.
No, all music's great. And in the background, I'm just gluing this fin back on with a bit of super glue. And that way, when we go for launch day again with the Ironman, we have a test rocket to send. It's always good to test ignition before you send these guys.
Make sure everything's working correctly.
Make sure everything's good. But yeah, it's one of those things. And how are we getting on where you're going, Richie?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're all right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was just doing this last one.
And then what? We'll start painting it?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll start painting in digital space if you haven't seen that.
Do we need to do the plug?
Hey?
The plug. What? Yeah, what are you standing on?
The plate. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we can make that. Not a big deal.
There you go. Okay, so we're making some headway there, guys. It's an interesting looking rocket, isn't it? What do you reckon?
It's kind of half Tintin, half
Jared titled How Enigma Machine Worked. Alan Turing solved arguably the world's hardest puzzle. Very cool.
We'll look it up.
The other one, we sometimes listen to 30 Seconds to Mars as well. It's quite good. I'm sure everybody's.
Interesting name. We'll look it up. Oh, yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah. So it's good to find new artists that you didn't know existed.
I'm just at the moment I'm just rounding the edges because we've got the sort of general sort of look and feel that we want, and then just to go back and select these in the software, and then just round them out with the not that one, definitely not that one.
Round them out, make them look good.
Yeah, you can make it look like that. Yeah. But it's coming together, guys. So
Yes.
What's your favorite thing that you do that you have 3D printed? What's the favorite thing that we've printed? Well, other than the project that we're working on at the moment,
Which
is
the flying 3D printed drone is probably I guess that'd have to be the favorite one.
yeah, at the moment, because you always work on the newest one. So it's got 32-inch props.
32-inch rounds, and the main thing is that it's 3D printed, holding it together, which is kind of an interesting engineering challenge. But if you weren't talking about that one, then I guess would be the other one that we're making. Can we talk about it? Yeah, we can talk about it. Hang on.
Which one?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yes. Okay. So yes. I was going to talk about something else, but we'll say
Jetwing was
Jetwing.
Yeah. Star Trek Voyager. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's cool. It would be an interesting one to fly. Like aerodynamically, it would be interesting. Maybe we can make a Starship Voyager rocket one. Like, that'd be an interesting one because it's kind of like a pan head shape, isn't it? Very cool.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's good to have like a booster at the back. I mean, I don't see why not. An interesting one when the wind hit it. It's always kind of interesting making something that wasn't designed to fly like that. Fly. That's cool. So anyway, he's back together. He'll just dry overnight, and we'll just put him out of the way. Yeah, no, that's good. Same thing. Gabe says, I mean, jigsaw puzzles, but I do like his videos. Nice. Sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
That would rock. Right on.
Have you ever done the three-dimensional jigsaw puzzles? They're quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you reckon? Who's in? What do you reckon, guys? Can you see Harry? Want to bring it closer to them?
Yeah, we can put it.
Yeah. Move the camera. No,
just keep it on an angle. Yeah. So,
there you go. That's one part. It's pretty good.
So is fin wise, I think structurally, what do you think? How high is he compared to this one? Measure from this one. So he's got like a little tool on the CAD and the CAD software that you can just use like a measuring tape.
Just the same thing as my own.
Same,
just 140.
So this guy here currently is sitting at, which wasn't strong enough. It's like 100 and.
Look it up. Yeah, good call. Looks good, we reckon.
105, and what did you say?
140.
That's the calipers don't open that.
They don't?
No.
140.
Yeah, so he is about there. He's a little bit taller.
Yeah.
That's to that middle section, so that's just to here. And overall, from the top to the bottom. There's the sound. That's also lyrics from Linkin Park from the top to the bottom. Was it 194?
194.
So it's about here. So he's actually quite large. The rocket that we're making at the moment.
Cool. Looks good.
What do you guys reckon? Should we keep going with that? Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Thumbs up of approval.
Let's save that.
Yeah, save it. Yeah. So, did we want to add any like fins, like a backpack to stabilize them? Did you want to make it like a plug? I remember you talking about
what's it called? Ironman
booster rocket, wasn't it? Sounds good.
Mark II booster.
Mark II booster. This is what we'll name them.
Saved.
It's saved. Okay, so now we'll make that plate that Gabe was talking about at the start.
Okay, so one down.
So one part's down, which is good. And then
okay, so what's the plug?
So just like a plate on the top of it.
So in the top of it, we're using I've got a circumference of 17. 17.
There you go. So
make a plug 17. So this is, by the way, what I'm doing is I'm making the insert that goes in the top of it.
So it will go in just like that. The rocket. He's making this part.
So 16.5, I think. Yeah, because you got to attach it to the top, to the rocket, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's making this part. This part here. He's making that internal part there, so that will go into there.
Can you give me an idea?
It fits. Look at that.
Give me an idea of the height.
Hey?
Give me an idea of that height.
Sure.
I mean, since it's our own design, you must use it, right?
Is it okay to rip off your own design? I'm pretty sure.
Is that
stealing? Is it stealing if you steal from yourself? Which movie is that from?
Yeah, what movie? We know what it is.
Yeah. No.
Is it stealing if you steal from yourself?
There you go. 19. Yeah. What size diameter?
It's all good. I can just do that off this.
At the moment, this one's kind of at 17.
Put a plane on top of that.
Rock on, rock on. Nice. Oh, hang loose, sir. Hang loose, hang loose. Looks good. Gabe says I just looked it up, and those look awesome. Nice.
Yeah. Do we know what the quote is? If we steal, what's that? If you can't steal from yourself, no, I can't remember
what the quote was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a heat of the moment thing. You just gotta roll it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that that little plug there. So
effectively that, but a little bit longer, and that'll go underneath.
So we've got the cylinder. Yeah. So what do we need to do?
What if you add a humpback whale fin feature to the leading edge of the rocket fins?
Okay. The leading edge. This one.
Yeah, sure. It's a good idea.
Humpback whale.
There's no bad suggestion. Like a spoiler, a humpback whale. Oh, yeah, you're talking about like on that opposite side, like a 90-degree T-bend kind of thing. Is that what you're thinking?
Or like a big, like that.
Like on one edge, I think is what the destroyer is talking about. We can just grab an edge and pull it out. I think is what he's saying.
But what would you do it there? Or would you add it to this guy and put it on the back one?
Would you make it like a backpack? Like that kind of thing? Well, not really like that, but like a humpback whale, effectively fin on the back.
You really think he's a dolphin?
Is that right?
He'd be a dolphin then.
What do you think you put down here?
Interesting. Interesting.
If you did it as a backpack, what would it look like?
Well, I'll get this plate so he's actually got a plug on the top while we consider what we're going to do. Are you going to do a plate? So how big's his feet? That way we can attach his feet to him. You see IDK? I don't know.
It's okay.
That's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
No pressure.
There's no pressure, right? It's just either Ironman lives or he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, right.
No, it's all good.
It doesn't matter either way.
That looks like it'll balance it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Like you were talking about earlier. Is there too much weight down the top? Because
he's top heavy.
He's top heavy. I mean, it's fine for a girl to be top heavy, but not a guy.
In this case, the Ironman. Interesting. But I mean,
interesting.
There you go. Is that right?
So what's the cylinder like on that? Just do the widest part.
What, 30?
Yeah.
35? 35?
Okay, and then
what, elliptical? You want to do elliptical?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. There's no reason why you couldn't.
35, so 35. Oh, half of 35.
No, it's, yeah. I think 35. 35 elliptical.
Okay, and then what's the width on yeah. Yeah, and then what's the...
What do you reckon about that?
Sure, what is it?
Yep. 25. Yes. Which one was 25? No, sideways. So 35 outwards, and then 25 this way. The destroyer is laughing at you, Jeremy. Oh, there's a secret between us.
It's an
don't tell me it's an analogy, but yes. $25. Should be interesting. Yeah. Backpack on the back. I mean, like I was saying, the whale idea is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
What do you reckon? Pull up like what? 3?
Or do you want to put the spoiler on the front? It's totally up to you.
3.
Can concave it out.
Recorrect
the spine. He's got a terrible posture. But this is the flight characteristics of the Ironman.
There you go. This is plate.
There you go. So it's the plate plug that will go underneath. Hang on.
His feet.
Its feet.
Oh, yeah, I can hold up. Just
hold them up. It's just not to scale. It's just what it looks like in space.
That might be scale. Like that. Oh, hang on. There.
And then we would stick that top part to his feet and the other one.
You too?
Sure. What are we making next? Oh, can you run those?
Yeah, just say that. What do you call this?
Mark II plug. That is. Booster plug or something.
Mark II booster.
He's quoted. It's quoted. It's quoted your quote. The destroyer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie? Great question. We have a lot of favorite movies, but I'm sure The Destroyer's got 1 and 2. Yeah, what about water again?
The Ironman one. Hey, what's your Ironman? Okay, we'll swap positions. I done quite a lot of designing today on CAD, so Harry can have a turn now. I'll design something else, but I don't want to give the show away about what that was. But it's an upcoming project for the channel, so it's pretty good, isn't it? So, yeah.
You'll find out.
All will be revealed very shortly, but it's pretty cool. Another project, and yes, it is we can confirm that, yes, it is a flying machine. Are you talking about movie, hey? Okay. What was your favorite film? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Michael. What's your favorite film?
But maybe you have to. That's quite broad.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to say like a subcategory. Like, what's your favorite action film? What do you reckon? Yeah, maybe.
Jet Li. What was Jet Li's one?
Number 1.
No, that one.
Kiss of the Dragon.
Kiss of the Dragon was pretty cool.
Well, Cradle to the Grave's pretty good for Jet Li.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. It's hard to choose your favorite.
That's just Jet Li's film.
Yeah. No, you could go Jackie Chan, would be like First Strike. If you're gonna go for that sort of genre.
Okay, I have different subcategory. So move.
Iron Man would be
Iron Man.
Iron Man would be Iron Man 3. Your favorite?
The Christmas one. Yeah. Iron Man walking life, the world's fastest. And yeah, that's pretty cool with Burt Munro. Yeah.
Yeah. And a New Zealand dude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. It was Anthony Hopkins, I believe, was the actor.
Pretty sick.
Oh, he does a good job with his
acting.
He actually appeared in MARVLE, didn't he?
He did.
No, not MARVLE. No. Transformers.
Oh, Transformers.
The Last Night.
That's right. Yeah.
That's not MARVLE though.
No, but still.
But wasn't he in Thor?
Yeah, he was in Thor.
He was in Thor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, that's what he like. Guardians. Have you seen the latest one?
We haven't seen the last one. No, we're all good. We're good.
Yeah, no.
I haven't seen the last one. I haven't seen the last Ant-Man either. That was cool. That was cool series.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. But there is the latest one, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Gotta get out more, right?
Yeah, Chris Pratt's always cool.
Yeah, he's cool, dude. It was good in Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World series. Yeah. But apparently they're making a new Jurassic World. I think Scarlett Johansson, man.
Yeah,
so that should be good. I mean, she did pretty well in like lots of her films. Like you're talking about the Marvel series with Black Widow, or you can move to like Ghost in the Shell, which is pretty cool on that.
It's badass. 2012? No,
yeah, that's good.
Who's the actor in that one? He's the guy with the. I think it's 1402. I think is what the movie was called. It's kind of like a horror movie.
Yeah. He's got like dark hair, right? Dark short hair.
Yeah, what is his name? Limitless. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
very cool. He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, he's Rocket, isn't he?
The raccoon guy.
I have a poster of the third one in my room. Nice. Yeah. No, there's some great films out there for sure.
Yeah.
What do you like more? Do you like going to the theater to see it? Like, yeah. Do you like going to the picture theater? Do you like watching it like on something like Netflix or Neon? Or I guess it just depends on who you're with or the situation, I guess. I remember one time we saw the
I'll start making a T-bar one, like maybe from the front or from the back. You can decide.
John Cusack, done. That's it.
Nice. John Cusack,
yeah, nice.
He was in that other movie too with
That's in 2012, right?
Yeah.
He does some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite believable.
He's kind of underrated actor too. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite believable.
Yeah, he's believable. Very cool.
I was trying to think of another film that he's in.
Try and make that like a foil, like to counteract the.
Would there be any twist?
I think there would be. If it's like this, it might still.
Well, if you did an offset on the plate that I made,
the plug, like put the whale fin outside of this.
Well, I was actually thinking if you did an offset, so extruded sideways, and that way it's already lined up. So add the vector already in.
But when it flipped, is it?
Well, not if you got it sort of lined up perfectly.
If you put like a fin over here.
Yeah, but if you got the tilt, if you added the tilt already in, then it'd be like pretty much like spot on, right?
What do you guys reckon?
See if you added a tilt like that.
Should we go with the tilt or should we put a fin in there somewhere? I like watching things at home because home is comfy.
That's all right.
It's
a good enough reason.
Yeah, it's cool.
I reckon if you added it straight, otherwise he's already like kinked, right?
Yeah.
If you have it like that, so maybe could you add an offset?
No, should be.
I don't know how you would. You'd have to extrude the actual plate from the side, right?
No, that's it.
No, not there. Not that one. The other one.
On this one?
Yeah, that one. The side of it. Yeah. Then that way the plug's offset. Because at the moment it's just going to go bung straight on, right? And then he's bending like that, see?
Yeah.
But if you tilted it forward slightly, then he's more in flight form. Just a bit of thought there for you.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the greatest soundtrack of this decade. Yeah, it does.
What's the cool song on that one? Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey.
Hey.
And he does that cool glide right at the very beginning. And he grabs the like. Yeah. That's some good tracks in it. Yeah, I'm gonna get your love.
Can't remember the exact one.
I'll figure it out. What was the track for that one? I'm doing probably a terrible performance, but
We'll find out.
Well, they might know.
Yeah, they might know.
What was that track?
There you go. So you want an extrusion?
What's your favorite track from Guardians of the Galaxy? I'll try and find that one that I was. Unless you can beat me to it. What was the track that I was trying to remember to sing? I think it's just Come and Get Your Lovin'.
You want it off there?
Yeah. Yep, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. Yep. Yeah. Nice. Keep.
Yeah,
Plug my phone.
Yeah, sure.
My phone's done. Yeah. No. Do you have it on your iPod as well, or?
Do we have iPods?
Oh yeah, no, you can't say iPod now. You have like iPhone. Oh, they have earbuds, right? You can do it from your watch, or you can do it from the phone. Right? I don't know if we really we still just have the cable. I always think it's odd when people are running around with that weird little thing out of the air, but I mean, some people think it's cool.
Yeah, I guess it.
Or would you go with the more headphone kind of look?
Oh, we used to roll that way. Didn't we?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess when we were tracking, doing that sort of thing. Yeah, what we used to do.
What time is it? Time at the moment it's 6:14 on a Friday night. So
it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
And what time's it over there? I'll shout that question back at you.
There you go. So you want it offset?
If you can, yeah. Just to add a tilt. Just extrude it from the side, and then add a plane offset, right? Like 1 mil offset.
Yeah. And
then just extrude it.
Yeah. Sure.
And you might have to maybe pull up first and then extrude it.
Oh, push it through.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work out. It's always funny.
It's 1 a.m.
Cool. Well, we appreciate the effort.
And 11:14 p.m. Thursday.
We appreciate the effort too.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, it means a lot. Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. No, it's a good way to spend your day with friends and
yeah,
and hanging out in the workshop's always a good thing, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They're talking about films and stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Why not?
Soundtracks. So I know someone was talking about they were singing. Was it? They did songwriting, singing.
Yeah.
What instruments do you play? Like that I play. We do a bit of vocals ourselves. I play the guitar and bass guitar, and then Harry does can play the drums and the piano, and then there's the overlap with the vocals.
But yeah, no need to do that.
But you don't want to brag or anything. But yeah, what instruments do we play? And the triangle. I can play the triangle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a skill though.
Yeah, no, it's a skill. Totally a skill. Yes, got it.
Guitar, trumpet. Wow, that's cool. Well, that's really cool. Trumpet. How do you the trumpet? You've got three. Is it three? What do they call it? Bellows. 3 bellows. How do you get the different tones if you're just doing if there's only 3? I never actually asked. Valves. There we go. Valves.
You're thinking submarine still.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah. He says I've got. Gabe says I've got school in the morning. I think I might be. Well, Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah. But either way, you'll have an amazing day tomorrow.
Yeah, you have lots to talk about. You saw Harry Richard in the workshop, and they're making Ironman too.
Yeah, it's a story.
Yeah. Other people would say, "What did you do?" Yeah, nothing. You can say, "That's what you did." Yeah, had a good time. Good to hang out with some friends. Yeah. Or the other version is, "Oh, what did you do?" And they go, "Oh, nothing. I just was sleeping."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's overrated. Yeah. That's by the way, that's not Richard's quote. That's a quote from Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah,
they used it in a different context, but still a great movie.
Yeah, Australian film.
Yeah, it's a cool movie.
Yeah, did they make 3 of them? 4. I think they made 4. We saw the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to America in one of them.
Yeah,
New York.
New York. Yeah.
What kind of angle of offset? 767 degrees offset.
I don't have a protractor with me. But you can just
do
it by eye. Like the.
You do it by eye. Just wing it. Is that straight? Like that? Yeah, it's pretty straight. What do you guys think?
What do you reckon? Straight enough? You have to free ball this one.
Free ball it.
Yeah, it'll be right.
Good enough. Do you want? Yeah.
He actually came out quite well considering just one print, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's amazing it survived the last the rocket launch anyway. There are 3 positions on each valve, and you can make 12 tones depending on the amount of air pressure and embouchure. Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting instrument.
I never actually tried the trumpet, but it always looked
interesting.
Yeah, it always looked cool.
Very cool. Bagpipes is another kind of wind instrument. Bassoon.
But I think with bagpipes they get a lot of complaints with noise, obviously. But I know that you can just use the reed for practice, and that doesn't scream at people too much.
Sure, there's a learning curve. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, just like anything. Yeah, for sure.
Like just like what we're doing right now, there's a learning curve to it.
Yeah.
And
so what are you going to do? You're going to extrude both directions.
Oops, hang on.
You're going to do an eccentric extrude.
Oops, wrong button.
So he added extrusion rather than took it away. And I played the trumpet. I also, it's very bad, but I had a green trumpet.
There you go. What do you think?
Sounds cool. What kind of green was it? Was it Florida green or?
Nice.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. It's good to have a skill.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, there's some good stuff, eh? Like,
what do you think? Like it? It's a.
Did you play with it like an orchestra or a band or anything like that, or?
It's a good question.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with just doing it solo. It's cool.
Solo's cool. Yeah.
I just got a trombone too. Wow. Having a chance to play it. Wow. Trombone. Wow, that's really cool.
It's huge.
It's huge, right?
Pretty massive, right? No, self-learn. Nice.
Oh,
It's very cool.
Oh, that's really
what about when you play instruments? Were they self-learned? I guess we did a bit of both, didn't we?
We did sort of a bit of both. So we did we had like the books, and you go through the learning phase, and then after a while we continued on and got a tutor for each instrument.
Oh, at one point, yeah.
At one point, yeah.
My heart out into it.
Yeah. But that was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
But we never did trombones or trumpets.
No, we didn't do any wind instruments. But I guess we played the harmonica.
A little bit. That would be self-learned, taught.
But no, you're not reading the music or anything on that one. You're just
freeballing it.
A bit like the triangle for that.
Yeah.
For us, there are talented harmonicas. Harmonicas? Didn't sound like a real word.
I think it's
harmonica people out there. Harmonica players.
Band
players out there. But it's just kind of an interesting instrument. It doesn't take up as much room.
Yeah. Wind instruments really help develop singing skills, I've noticed.
No,
they would do. That's right, because you're learning to breathe with your diaphragm and hold your breath correctly, which is all about the singing.
Very cool. Very true.
Rather than say at primary school singing or school singing, it was just the teacher yelled at you and then put the ear up to your head and say, "Hurry up, sing, sing." It doesn't really make it that fun, but you know.
No, it didn't. But you know, if wherever you are in the world, it might be better. You know, just happen to be our teachers.
I played in the band at my school, but sadly
went to Kentucky.
Oh,
that's a shame.
That's no, but
that's
okay. I mean, like, Kentucky might be fun. So
yeah, Kentucky Derby, heard of that? And is it Kentucky?
Do they not have a band teacher now? Do they not replace their teacher?
That's right. And what else do you want to do? Do you want to do a fin, like an extra fin, or are we just going to leave that offset? Or should we send it to Creality Print and start printing it?
Maybe the offset would be all right. What do you reckon? Should we just leave it those two parts?
Great chicken. No. We'll leave it. Perhaps leave it that. What do you guys vote?
Should we take it to Creality Print and do
start
some painting?
What do you guys want?
We do not need the offset, or
we're talking about something. Oh, you're talking about the band, right? They don't have a teacher at the moment, right?
Okay, okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Maybe you could be the teacher.
Yeah. We'll just go out there and do your thing. That's the main thing. Okay, so save that and
jump over to the software.
Jump over to the other software. What part are we making?
What part is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. So at the moment, this is on the top of the rocket. There's on top of the booster. We need the plate that he'll be standing on. That's what we're doing. There we go.
So then that part there, that plug.
That part there. So that's the plug. Will be
stuck to this guy here.
It'll be fastened to his feet. And we need the offset to get it so that way he'll be lined up.
Yeah.
More aerodynamic.
Streamlined because there was a little bit of discrepancy on the takeoff. And we want it a little bit straighter.
And then that way
when he does eject with it, will have the parachute underneath, and when he does eject, he goes jettisons out.
But you'll have a rubber band attached to the rocket.
To that plug that we're making.
And what will happen is that will hopefully catch him, and then the parachute comes out, and then together they go down.
And the plug will be glued to his feet.
Yes, you're gluing it. Right. Yep. That's the plan,
That's
Sam.
The plan.
So, I mean.
Okay, so I'll jump over to, we'll save that. I'll save it as this. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this kind of software, we save it as an STL file, which is called I think it's called a stelloscope.
Yeah.
How do you say that word?
We'll say STL file.
Yeah.
Makes it simple.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to save it in an STL file. Otherwise, we won't know what to do with it.
No.
I think there's other forms as well. I think can you save it as an OBJ?
I think you can open it.
I think so. But we don't.
No, we don't.
Never had a problem doing an STL.
Okay, so this is extruded. Okay, we open the software that we're running, which is Creality Print 6.0.
And apparently we only have an art and career teacher. Interesting.
Run quiet. Nice. Oh, well, you know,
STL,
this is it. What does STL stand for? While that loads up, I'll cheat. I'll cheat again.
Do you have Glee Club? Is that something that we have? It wasn't a It wasn't an option at our place. When here in New Zealand, we don't. It's not a thing. I think you can have. It's got it done. Stereography.
Stereocalography. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Lithography.
Lithography. It's an interesting word, isn't it? Lithography.
Which is the one where you, I think lithography was the study of, like, if you put like a plate there, then you can see the light through it.
Lithophane.
Not that. Not that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to jump over, since we'll be printing on the Creality Hi, which is that one over there. This one. And we're going to be painting them, so we'll bring them both in, or
yeah, check them on the same plate.
Check them on the same plate. So if you haven't seen this software, yes.
Nice.
You just push the add button, and then hang on. Where did I save it? You know?
I don't know what you said. I put it on the hard drive.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it's some fun. We should have been paying attention to that.
He doesn't even know where you saved it. What a muppet. Anyway, so while Harry's doing that, yeah, so we've got lots of projects in the background, working away. You might notice that this one here, got it? What's that? I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, so this one here, that's the autonomous boat project that we're working on. It's what is running Audi pilot? Oh, yeah. Audi boat. Just checking. That actually hasn't moved since we used it on the actual episode, so it's good. So you can technically get drunk by not sleeping. I didn't know that, but that sounds it sounds like a cheap date, doesn't it? I guess I know it's not good for you. Yeah, I know I've been not asleep for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about going to Muse in Melbourne. We went 48 hours. We didn't sleep at all, and we just worked an entire shift before that. So we'd already been working 14 hours, and then we drove to the airport. To the airport, which is like 3 hours away, and then that was the 48 hours from there on in. So I guess it was more than 48 hours awake. But yeah, it doesn't feel that nice. No, it doesn't. You don't necessarily feel drunk, but yeah, it doesn't feel that happy. Do you? Very slightly drunk. Yeah, it's not good for you, I don't think. Got it? Just about. Just got to. There you go. Where is it? There it is. Let's bring it in. Will it fit on the plate? Yeah. Cool. So there you go. He's brought it in there. Now bring that plug in. He's canoodling over there and deciding where the files are. Yeah. So I think, but yeah, it didn't feel that that particularly all that friendly. But there you go. So it was worth the trip. It was worth the trip, and it was great to see them playing live. But I wouldn't say it necessarily felt like I was drunk as such. More like it felt like I was really, 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 really tired. Would you agree? Very tired. Yeah. Yeah, we were good. What's the longest you've stayed awake for then? Open that question up. So how long was ours then, do you think? Was it over 48 hours? Maybe like 22? Something like that. It was worth it though. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, you definitely need to sleep after it, that's for sure. But that was good fun. Okay. Yeah, so we're pretty much ready. What are we doing? You good? I can't see over there. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Almost one day. Yeah. Well, in terms of like 24 hours or 12-hour day? Might be 12 hours. Yeah. It's not good to do that too often. You definitely, if you're going to do that, you definitely want to have a decent sleep afterwards. Good siesta. Good siesta, as they say. But yeah. I guess anything in moderation is fine. Yes. One off. Okay, so this is Creality print software. If you have not seen, 24. Whoa! Yeah. I assume set 3 hours in a year. Oh. He must have been really tired. It was a very good librarian. Very good librarian. He must have been sleeping, doing siestas all the time then. Power naps. Power naps. Ironman references. Nice. And okay, so this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. Creality print software. It brings you up the plate, the build plate which you'll be using. If you haven't done this sort of thing, yeah, it's pretty good software that we use. And what do? We change the color. We're using PLA, so it's going to be primarily red, right? Hot red. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. There's primarily red. You can probably see that now. I'll just zoom in a bit. And we've got red, so that works. Well, we do have red, yeah. So the plug will be down the bottom. That's fine. And there you go. It's kind of red. And what other colors should we put on there? Well, you're going to have gold. Probably gold. So to do that, if you haven't seen that sort of thing, you need to press this. You see my mouse at the top right-hand corner, the little plus button. And then we'll just change it to gold, which I've already pre-made. and then we start painting. And
Do
you go,
you need to paint it, or can you just click it?
no, I have to paint it there.
You do?
No, I have to paint it. It's already done the kit.
Okay. I thought you could just click the surface and it might do it.
I need to paint it.
Okay.
Okay, so what kind of color are we going to do? Are we going to do individual fins, or what do you guys reckon? Are we going to do like one red, one gold, or are we just going to do gold fins? What do you guys want?
Or do you want like just like the leading edge?
Well,
The tail edge might
what
be
does
gold.
Ironman do? Because we're referencing the same kind of design. Tail edge? Sure. What do you want to see?
Oh, I guess just try it and see what it looks like.
Yeah, ready? Sure. Which way do you want? Like along the leading edge of it?
Tail edge?
You down the bottom?
Yeah, or the leading edge, whatever.
Sure. Look at that.
Leading edge.
Leading
gold.
edge?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So other end.
You did not see that. Make it faster with gold on it. There you go.
Yeah. Because he does have a rocket Ironman, doesn't he? He's got the when he does the Hulkbuster suit, right? He brings it in with he calls in Friday and brings it in when he's taking on the
Hulk.
Yeah, I was saying Bruce Banner, but yeah,
Eric, man.
is it?
Might be Bruce.
It's Bruce, right? It's not.
Eric Banner is the actor. Right. That was the Hulk.
Oh, right. Yeah. So that's yeah.
He didn't want to do the second one, apparently.
No.
Oh well.
What's the most funniest story? Interesting. That's a good question. I'll think about it. Funniest story. Does it have to be a real story?
Let's see.
Or can I make it up? Funniest story. Good question, though. Funniest story.
Can we say that kind of story online?
No, that's a joke. You can't say that one.
Yeah, can't really say that one online. But I did have one in my head. But I can't say that online.
Yes. What are you guys drinking? Oh, it's one of our sponsors' drinks, Kamikaze. Yeah, so we're lucky enough to be endorsed by a energy drink label. So thanks very much to them.
Yes. Very cool. And it's actually quite nice.
That is quite nice.
Yeah. There's no flavour I don't like. You know, sometimes we get like you go to a store or something, you'll get like
you got some good ones, bad ones, but yeah, no, been happy with all of them. They're great.
Yeah, no fault.
Yeah. So, what would be a funny story? Funny story.
We can't think of one.
Is it available in the States? Interesting. I'm not sure.
We get it's made in Australia, and we get sent to us. So
yeah, and I know that. Are we allowed to do? I think you are. Yeah, we just. I know that we have a discount code if you use HR, KIWIFIL HR drone. That's our discount code, and you can go onto their website and send it to yourselves, which is what we do. We send it to ourselves. Yeah, sure. Yes. What was the
so technically you would be able to.
So yes. So yes, technically you would be able to. Yeah, for sure. What's the story, Aaron?
Yeah. Normally I kind of think of movies. So.
Okay, what's the funniest film then?
Funniest film? Captain Jack Sparrow. There you go, different kind of genre.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess he's pretty funny. He's mostly drunk, or at least looks like he's drunk, right?
Yeah.
So he spends a lot of his time sort of going like, waving his arms around, right, as he's throwing them off. That's quite funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's I guess it's a story from a story writer.
What a story writer? That's one of you. I know that he went in real life. He went to Disneyland. We don't have Disneyland over here, sadly. It's a sad thing. But we do have a Rainbow's End,
which is pretty.
We went there once. That was
quite good. We went there at night time. It was good.
But yes, it was actually quite good if you go to a theme park, go out and try and get the nighttime event. But anyway,
And in terms of comedians, I can answer that one. Rhys Darby.
yes,
Which
is our
is
favorite.
so that's
New Zealand based.
He plays Murray in Flight of the Conchords, and he's also he plays he's the intro guy for Welcome to Jumanji, the new series.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy that welcomes them to the game. That's Rhys Darby there.
Yes, he's our favorite comedian,
Yeah,
and even though he is from New Zealand, but he is actually our favorite comedian. What about Netflix film, Richard?
He's been bitten in the face by his dogs. Well, hopefully it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a nip because they play fight.
Hopefully you're okay.
It's the best, country band. Yeah, Flight of the Conchords. Yeah, now they're pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they do anything.
No, they do comedy as well, don't they? There's live performance type stuff.
Yeah, you're very cool, very talented.
But yeah, no, Rhys Darby is pretty funny. Oh, and he's on Yes Man. I was trying to think of the other one.
Very cool.
What was that film that we were watching? Was with the Guns Akamo? I might be saying it wrong.
It wasn't really our favorite film, but we did notice that Rhys Darby did make an appearance in there. He was like what was he?
He was a homeless dude.
A homeless dude, and he just made a cameo appearance. It's like, oh, it's Rhys Darby.
We thought we'd watch a different type of film.
Yeah, different.
It's not something that we normally watch, but it was quite funny. Just randomly seeing a guy from the Flight of the Conchords, Murray appear.
Yeah, Murray.
Just randomly, it's funny. No, like a full-on bite.
Ouch.
You're right now, though. Hopefully you are.
Hopefully you're okay.
Hopefully you're okay. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Gee.
I guess it's like any animal, even horses and stuff that that we ride and do stuff with dogs and stuff. We've done worked on bull ranches and stuff like that where you get all the cattle dogs and stuff like that. So,
but you always
even though they're your best pal and stuff, you do have to be always wary of them and stuff. But
be careful. And you always when you pat a horse, we always turn our head to the side in case they'll try and nosy you, but they're a big dude or a big girl, and they'll try and be friendly, but they can take your teeth out. So so you always
be aware of it. Yeah. Same with the dog as well.
Same thing. Yeah. So hopefully you're okay.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we like animals in general.
Yeah, very cool.
99.9% of the time they're awesome. So you just have to focus on the good times.
Yeah.
But no. Good stuff with dogs and things like that.
But yeah, even they make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes sometimes, for sure. What are we doing over there, Harry?
Just painting the I've only done one, but you can kind of see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah,
the leading edge. Right?
Are you going to go all the way to the bottom?
Oh, I think I did the other side, didn't I?
Okay. I guess it's quite hard, a bit finicky because you got to
zoom in a bit. Yeah.
You want it to look relatively at least nice, anyway.
Yeah, aesthetically pleasing.
I think it follows the idea of Ironman along, doesn't it? I think.
What about Netflix? What are you watching at the moment?
We're
watching.
I don't know. What are we watching? Oh, Last Bullet. That's a French film, isn't it? On Netflix.
There's a series.
But I'm sure it's on other platforms. So it's a French film, but they've dubbed it because we can't speak French. Sorry. Just never learned that skill. It'd be cool to learn another language, but
yeah.
So it just follows a guy who does like custom cars, isn't he?
Kind of like
it's kind of like an action transporter, Jason Statham type thing, but obviously set in a different place in different situation. We've got a thing here, slight undermine. I have a super glue on my head. Besides that, I'm fine. Well, looking at the upside, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's right. The crisis averted.
Yeah.
I know there's ultra marathon runners when they're doing because obviously when you're doing the long distance running, they use super glue for the blisters, don't they?
They do.
I'm not sure. Medically speaking, you shouldn't do it, but
those guys are in a
elite class.
Called, what's the movie called? It was called Last Bullet, but there's 3 in the series.
Oh, the French one.
The French one, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think Bullet, Bullet. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah. Do you know any other languages? Interesting. We did a little bit of
Not really. No, not really.
Not just be fluent in anything. You can say a couple of words like in Russian, like "Привет, меня зовут Richard," which is just "Hello, my name is Richard." That's about all we learned in that one. Or what's Japanese? We did a little bit.
Watashi wa Hari-san. But we're only talking very, very, very small. Yet.
Russian.
Yeah. But no, we didn't really I don't really know too many languages, but there are a lot of talented people out there.
Do you guys know any different languages other than obviously English?
Yeah, good.
And obviously we've got a Russian speaking person, so that's cool.
Very cool.
No, I wish. Fair enough. I guess it's like anything you got put time aside, like we were talking about with the trumpets earlier and instruments. Yeah.
Or what we're doing now.
Or what we're doing now. Yeah. There's a certain amount of
There's
allocation
only so many
time.
hours in the day.
Yeah.
So. And we appreciate you guys tuning in as well.
No, fair enough. You know, what language would you like to speak if you could? And that goes out to you guys as well.
Oh, Russian would be cool.
Russian would be quite cool.
Japanese is cool.
Yeah, Japanese.
Can I already count to 10 already in Japanese?
What was it go?
Ichi
ni sanshi go raku nanahachi kyuju.
Nice.
I'll probably pronounce it slightly wrong. I tried to listen to Cayenne native, but there's very little resources online. Wow, that is really, really cool. He's specific.
Very cool.
Cheyenne.
Oh.
That's cool.
I guess that might be one of those ones where it's not actually written down. It's
it might be like a specific tribe or group of people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that would know. You just got to find the. Yeah, I guess not everything's written on the internet. Like,
and then also you might be pronouncing it incorrectly too, right?
True, yeah. That's right. And different people say it different ways.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But that's the interesting thing about the internet. It doesn't have everything. And we often find, especially with the things that we're doing or booting, you get to a certain point.
Very early on.
Very early on, and you go, oh yeah, so I'll look at this. And you say you're making something. Well, say we're making the Ironman guy here. It gets to a point where the Ironman has this part, but we don't have the other part. So then
very quickly you transition to either make it yourself or maybe go into like some books or things like that.
Yeah, old school. Old school is good too.
What was that one? Not familiar with that word.
No.
Cool though.
Cool. Another language. Sweet.
It's pretty cool. That's good to have some skills out of different things. It's a native language. Wow, cool.
Nice. Very cool. Not familiar with that one. But yes, learning anything's good. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Just still painting. Just takes a long time.
Yeah, it's a slow process.
But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. But I know that when we painted this guy, it took a little while.
A couple of live streams later, we finally got it.
A couple of live streams there. But yeah, it'll be good to send this guy again back into the sky with his new booster rocket. And what else do we do?
I guess we don't actually have to put it on print.
No, we don't have to. I don't think we have time to put it on print today. But maybe we can print it on the next one.
Maybe.
So we'll have it all printed out and ready. Yeah.
See how time goes.
Yeah.
But
what's coming up next week? What's coming up next week?
So next week, Tuesday is so that's Tuesday is it the 13th? 13th of May, I think. It looks great. There we go.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, it's slowly but surely we're getting there.
Yeah, 13th Tuesday.
So 13th of May, Sarah's 600 hours New Zealand time. We released the second episode of the Creality Hi 3D printer, and we're making the multicopter that goes underneath it to fly it.
Yeah,
so we're going to do it FPV, and we're going to do it with 3D printing filament. And in this one, we dive into the filament that we're going to be using to make that a reality. and that is PPA CF. So check that out when it comes live.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're excited about it, and we're just going to continue on as we build it. We'll make the episodes become live. So
Yeah,
good to get under the underway.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And it's kind of an interesting build. We always making something of that scale is an interesting one to do the calculations on. So we were quite excited about it. Should be fun to send it.
Yeah,
you don't see that every day flying around your house. Yeah.
And he lives in California.
Oh, so
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
So,
our favorite TV show that we used to watch was California.
Oh, OC.
And beside that,
Yeah.
We used to watch that as well. But yeah.
And who was it the Terminator? He was the California.
Oh yeah, Arnold.
Mississippi. Very cool.
Missouri.
Yeah. I read it wrong. So.
Very cool. No, we haven't really been to the States, but we have had friends who just came back from the States and are loving it, and they're going back in it a little bit too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so doing the whole
tour kind of thing.
Yeah, like a caravan park, kind of like park to park. So we're hearing all the great stories about the States,
the deer and all the elk and all that sort of stuff, and all the nature that's what they're into. So that's cool.
Very cool. Yeah, good to see the big outside.
Yeah, it's cool. Big outdoors. Yeah, we don't really have those kind of animals over here. Well, we do have deer, but
that's more like caged animals now.
Yeah,
I think you said
not as quite as wild as you said.
I think it's a bit more farmed at the moment.
Yeah. But we have mainly up here is mainly cattle. Cattle is what we do. Is what people do around here. Cattle.
I know they used to say that New Zealand has quite a lot of sheep, but
I'm not sure if that's quite as.
I don't
maybe
think it's
in the South Island. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
because we live in the North Island, the Bay of Islands, so it's kind of like more.
We've never been to the South Island.
No, but yeah, you'd struggle to see too many sheep at all up here. Mainly cattle.
Cattle up here.
Cattle, dairy, and then
It's cattle.
Yeah, it's mainly kind of like if you sort of it's kind of like where we live. It's kind of like lots of beaches.
Beaches,
beaches. And
lots of whales. And,
outdoor activities, whales, that kind of stuff.
Beaches, whales, and dolphins.
That's an odd question. It's just, do you drink raw milk? I've been curious to try. I wouldn't say that we drink a raw milk, but
from a cow.
Interesting.
I think
quite warm.
I don't see why not. I mean, I haven't tried it myself, but I don't see why. I mean,
I know that Granny used to drink whiskey and milk, which is quite like a specific type of drink. But yeah, no, it'd be quite odd, wouldn't it?
I guess there's
raw milk. Yeah, I wonder what that would be like.
I'm sure it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's a bit warm, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Huh. How are we doing?
Still, yeah. This will be the second
tier. The leading edge, right?
That's what we're
going. You're doing all the way down.
That's what I think was.
Did you save it as we go?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Save pretty good.
Do you boil it? I think there's a I know that you certainly can drink straight from the cow, as it were, if we're talking, because obviously it's been like that since the dawn of time. But yes, I know that there's a process that they do in modern day homogenization. Yeah, I think that's the right word. But yes, there's a process that they do.
Homogenize.
But you don't. It's not strictly necessary. But if you're doing mass production, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Distributing, and then all this, and obviously it's not
homogenize.
They're doing it where they transport it from lots and lots of different trucks going to a particular place, and then there's a waiting time and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just to make it. Do you have a cattle farm?
No.
No, I'd like to though. I know that in our family did at one point in time, but not anymore. Not at the
moment, but I'd get back into it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah.
I like animals. Yeah. Nothing quite
We
like
did-
rolling with the like a horse.
Yeah.
And then I would do the horse thing. When we did it, when we were working for someone else
We
doing the
worked on
bull
a
ranch, it
bull-
was
Bull farm, yeah.
yeah, it was you rolled around in a quad bike, but it's just not quite the same thing. The bulls are way bigger than you, and
Yep.
you're quite puny compared to them. So I'd roll with the horses,
yeah.
just for style points alone.
Yeah. And then you know, hang on a sec.
I mean, that cowboys are considered one of the coolest there is. So.
And then, you know, we learned to rope.
We do one wheel roping. That's one thing.
We did learn to rope with the.
Yep.
There you go. So why wouldn't you, right? There you go.
What's that? Did you drop something?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, it's got some joints.
Oh, America. Yeah. Well, cool. Cheers. Yeah.
We did one wheel roping, didn't we?
We did do an episode on, I think, on the channel with one wheel roping.
One of our earlier ones.
Yeah, one of our earlier ones. Yeah, you can always check that out when you want. Yeah. It was kind of an interesting idea. I think we even did a live stream. Did we do that?
Yeah, we did.
I think
You
we
did a
did.
live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
And we in the live stream, you can go back and check that too. We had the little Mobler 7, the FPV drone behind it.
Oh, and we were chasing ourselves. That was actually quite cool because we'd do like a flip or something, and then we'd come diving in, and then chase the other guy. It was fun to make. I hope you.
Maybe we should do it again.
I don't know if you guys want to see it again.
You guys want to see us do
Some other version of it.
a version like that again on live stream? That'd be cool. Right?
Yeah.
Could do one wheel roping again live stream.
Or some other version, another modification.
But
Or
you
just
could
same thing.
also do it with the because we've got a bit more technology as well, so you can do it from the could broadcast it from the actual drone itself in real time now.
Oh, we couldn't do that before. No.
Yeah. Maybe do that. Does that
Okay.
sound like an idea, guys? It would be quite cool to do a like a horse riding one, like a live
Yeah.
stream as well.
That would be cool. That'd be sick. Chase it with the drones.
Yeah.
We have chased horses with drones, and with
Not scaring them.
no, with other riders on, but not quite the same as sharing with other people at the same time.
And we did do interesting course once where you were firing. It was a real gun, like a what would it be, like a single action army old school trigger revolver, but it was a genuine article, but they weren't using live rounds; they were using blanks, right?
Oh yeah. And,
And then it had balloons set up, and they were
we
doing.
were just watching how they were training the horse to fire. So you fire your guns like they do in the movies.
Yeah. So it's a real gun, but it's all safe because they've taken the round out, but they're still firing the actual cartridge, and then they would pop the balloons, and they'd be doing that on while riding on a horse,
And we're just watching how they were doing that.
and how they're teaching the animal to be okay with that kind of noise, and quite quickly they seem to pick it up quite well.
Yeah, they didn't mind. Yeah.
Provided you just had like one horse that was really really used to it, and you have to have them in a group. So
Yeah,
they can run to their friends, and then everything's okay, and they get lots of pets, and then they're told everything's okay, and then after a while they get used to it, and then they're quite.
Yeah, if you're happy, they're happy.
Yeah. I think also if you're doing an excessive amount, they've got to wear little earplugs that they just so you don't damage their ears.
Which I think is
which is fair enough if you're doing that excessively.
Yeah. If you talk about movies, cowboy movies are cool. But also
like John Wayne.
John Wick and John Wayne. John Wick was one where he was riding down. Was it New York? I'm not sure.
I think it was. Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
With a horse riding, and he's doing the stunt riding up the side of it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That'd be cool to do some stunts like that sometime.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Got to meet the right people, right?
Yeah, sure. And what do you think the next live stream will be? If we didn't tune in to see that before, what was the next one next week? You reckon?
So next week, Thursday.
What do you think?
At this moment, it's looking pretty promising. Thursday, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. I'm not sure what date it is. You can look up. Is we will be the postponed live stream chat with the wingsuit
and speed wing expert and professional Christina Raskina will hopefully be going live then. I'm pretty confident. So
I think it's the 15th, but
the 15th we think.
Confirm that.
Yeah. So we'll write it up on our post as well. So when we get to talk to her, and obviously she knows her stuff, and it's pretty cool to talk to another wingsuit expert, because it's not the first one, is it?
No.
Where we spoke to Nursa Gainzer, he's a 3-time Guinness World Record holder for the smallest chute was one of his tricks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For the Guinness World Record.
It was like the size of a bed sheet was the size he jumped out of the plane.
Yeah, when skydiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good to talk to the world's best. So, yeah.
Very lucky.
Gabe says so. Fair enough. I guess we're having enough fun as it is, right?
That's it.
That comment. That's okay.
That's okay.
But yeah, no. How's that going?
I think I'll get it. So I just got that side to do, that side to do. But yeah, it's coming along. We're nearly there. Maybe we'll just finish this one off on this live stream. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. And then maybe after Harry's finished that one, I think maybe we'll maybe pause the build at this point, and then on the next one, then we'll put it on the printer. How does that sound?
Unless we just put it on without, I don't know. We could just print it in the background. What do you want to do?
No, I think so. Might as well. That way there's something to look forward to in the future.
If you want to see that, we can put it on the next, when we do the next live.
We'll just see how we go. Otherwise, we'll.
Yeah, otherwise.
Have you ever been skydiving? Absolutely. Yep. We did a tandem skydive jump, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
With professionals, that wasn't just us jumping out.
Yeah. So we were individually strapped to somebody else.
Yeah,
two experts, and then I think did I jump first? I think I did. Or did you jump?
I think I went.
I think Harry went
well,
first.
Well, not me. Oh no, I literally did, because you're strapped to the front of the other guy.
Yeah, you're strapped. Yeah, Harry was strapped to a professional dude, and then off they went with a cameraman with them. So effectively, there's 3 people jumping, right?
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
I just fall out. You just fall out.
I think I remember being in the plane, and Harry said he turned to the professional guy behind him, and he said, "Is it all clipped in?" He goes, "Oh yeah, no, it's all clipped in. We're good."
Yeah, you got to check these things.
And then they obviously did their checks, and off they went.
Go time.
It was go time. And then I think a couple of minutes later, I went for my jump with a strap to another guy.
Yeah. Very talented people out there.
The tedious feature. No, it's fine. He's talking about the painting.
Oh, no, that's fine.
No, it's cool. It took us a while to do all the painting on this guy with all the different things, but it was, it looks the part.
I think it looks good.
Rather than just doing that like just red or something like that.
Yeah, it is.
You got to make it look the part, right? But yeah. So yeah, no, skydiving's all good. It would be quite cool to do. I know you got to do so many jumps though, and so many hours worth of jumps to be able to do wingsuiting. So that's something that maybe we can do in the future. But we are building an FPV wingsuit on our channel, so maybe we can do that in a small scale at this stage.
We will be. Yeah, we haven't launched them yet, but we're also making a jet wing too.
I can bring them up. I'll show them.
Oh, yeah, bring them up. Show them.
No time like the present, right?
So something to show off. You might not have seen. Yeah, why not? I guess it's the only one in the world, so there you go. That is something you haven't seen. But yeah, we haven't actually sent this guy for flight yet, but he's got quite a few parts in the series that we've made.
There you go.
He's designing a glider. Sick. Nice.
Well, I guess this is effectively a glider, correct?
Yeah, effectively he is a glider.
So there's your FPV camera in the front there, you can see. There you go.
And then he's got his effectively he's like a glider.
So he's got ailerons for for wing tilt, and he's got a flap at the back
Just like a glider.
And then it's got a parachute release. So yeah, we try to keep it as good as it was. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. Designing a glider.
Cool. How are you designing it?
What sort of size glider?
Yeah, what size they get you? Like a meter span, or you going?
Are you making it in balsa wood with solar film?
Yeah, old school style.
How do you steer? So yeah, so it's just like a how we steer quite a bit.
What's how we always fly our planes?
Mostly we tend not to use rudders for some reason.
No.
Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but yeah. So what you do is you drop a wing and then you add a bit of up with the elevator at the same time. So
it's even with the jet, the F-18,
and then
we fly the same way. Yeah. Just pull them over and then pull up.
Yeah, so that's the general rule of thumb with that, and yeah, so
he's coming along.
So yeah, it's all sewed and it's all made by ourselves, own design. So hopefully, when we get to go for flight,
we did try and go for a flight one of the episodes, but the payload of the guy was just too heavy, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were
on the last episode.
Yeah, that's right. Heavy. Yeah, so we were preparing for flight for that one, but it was a no-go. The drone that we're using to lift it wasn't powerful enough. So there might be something in the future that we can do.
Yeah, some idea.
So
we're trying to find a cliff or something, but I don't really know of one that's just like
adequate. It's easy to accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something for the future.
Yeah, something for the future.
I'll take it back.
Yeah, how are you doing you're designing your glider? Are you doing it out of balsa wood? Are you doing 3D design kind of thing like this? Or hey Richard, can you grab the tornado? Yeah. Oh well, just one of the otherwise the micro talent that we're doing on Livestream, just so you got something to show. Otherwise yeah, just something to show. So we can talk about 3D printed planes. We might be making it this way. So this is the tornado. This is you're good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it so you can see.
So this is completely 3D printed, 100%. This is using PLA lightweight filament, and yeah, he's been battered around a little bit, but he took off. How many times have you flown? He hasn't been flying very much. Twice. So he's still in his maiden area of flight.
And he has a Speedy B 405.
Running autopilot. We often run autopilot on all our stuff, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, we do run beta flight for like our small quads, but mainly autopilot for our custom stuff. Like the Jetwing, that's autopilot. But yes, and he's fully 3D printed. He's got a wingspan about 1 meter by 1 meter, so maybe your glider might be about that size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it might be bigger. Who knows? But yeah, there's other ways of doing it. Yeah. I'm designing in SolidWorks. Not sure the material yet. I've implemented a swept back wing design. Nice. So I can steer using reverse yaw. Sick. Nice. Yeah, no, gliders are cool. Are you gonna do a power glider? Are you gonna boost up there with power, or are you gonna just traditional throw it off a cliff kind of thing, or bungee? That's another option. But yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one, and then once you've designed it, then you can decide what you're going to make it out of. It's cool. Yeah, so you have to show us, send us an image of what it will look like. Unless it's of course like hush hush, and that's totally cool. But one day when it's all done, let us know. Yeah, it'd be cool to see it.
That'd be good to see.
Because we spend most of our time, quite a lot of our projects in secret squirrel mode, so we can't show you. So I do understand. That's totally cool. But yeah. So I'm working on the last leading edge of this fella that I'm working on. You all good, G? Yeah. I'm just going to find something else. But yes, that's cool. Very cool planes out there. Very cool designs. Yeah. So yes, we're just working on the last little part, I think, and then maybe we'll start wrapping it up for the slideshow, perhaps. Oh, we should just finding a glider to show you.
I don't have the wings out, sorry.
No, but this is a glider that we made years ago. Well, this is balsa wood. I like a rigid wing hang glider. It's like a rigid wing hang glider. Sick. Pretty cool to see it.
But yeah, that's our one.
And this is albatross.
Yeah, albatross.
He's an albatross. I think we airbrushed the nose on him. He's got quite a big wingspan, what, 2.5 meter wingspan, something like that. But we made him years and years ago, and
Have we ever flown?
No, I don't think so. But he's just sitting there. He's balsa wood and
Solar film.
Solar film is the kind of style that he is. But yeah, we'll fly one day. Just gotta get.
Maybe we should do it for Livestream. Do you think I'll make an episode and we can chase it?
That's a beauty. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's got a bit of dust on it.
It's a little bit dusty, but yeah, we just got to get out there and put them out there in the air. But there's not too many designs that we haven't. We just showed you 2 that we hadn't flown, but still, generally speaking, we always fly our projects. But just some of those ones, just get it done. I guess then you start working on another one, right? But that's all part of it, isn't it? But maybe we should do that.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe we should.
That'd be good to get that one up in the air. Do you think? I think so.
A hang glider design would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was just saying that his one is.
Nice. It's a great idea. Nice. That's really good. It's a great idea. It'd be quite cool to do hang gliding for real, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. I know it was quite dangerous back in the day. I'm sure they probably would have got better at it.
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably a bit more safer now, but
I'm not sure why it was so dangerous. Maybe a stall, or I'm not sure. There was some reason why.
Well, maybe it's because they're taking it to like dangerous places. Because I know that the stunts got more difficult.
I'm sure. But they must have surely got it right now.
I know that MacGyver did. He made his own hang glider.
Yeah.
If we know what MacGyver is, I'm sure we do. I'm trying to make a hang glider retract like the Falcon wing. Whoa, that's cool. Are you going to do it so that way it can retract in real time in flight, or are you going to do it to just self, like maybe 2 or 3 adjustments before you go for flight? I know that the F-14 Tomcat.
You're referring to Captain the Falcon, right? It's it.
Falcon. Cool. I know that the F-14 Tomcat does retract in flight. Yeah. So the F-14 Tomcat, you could look into the design for that. They has a retracting wing, and I know that certain manufacturing companies do that. I think Motion RC do it. I think I could be saying it wrong. They do that. The actual wing moves into the 2 different set positions.
Oh, scaled after the real.
Scaled after the real deal. Yeah.
Our jet doesn't do that.
No, it's the F-18 fighter jet, but it doesn't retract its wings.
No, it just takes one for the team on takeoff.
Yeah. Very difficult to fly, but cool though.
But you did a live stream takeoff on them.
I did actually.
That was actually a bad landing, but still, 99% of the time, we always bring that guy home.
Yeah, we got him back.
He stuck on a tree, didn't he? On live stream.
He did. Yeah, so you can check that one out. We did it with our cell phone, I think.
Yeah.
You have to look at it. It's the one where we're like flying at the flying at the aerodrome or something like that. We called it.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It was an odd one. I think because with that one you only got
a crosswind, right?
It was a crosswind, sure.
Yeah.
But normally when we launch that guy, either you take off or you don't take off, just because of the little dinky wheels on it.
And it's taken off on grass, right?
It's not really designed for that sort of environment. But at the aerodrome, and then when it came into land, you got a 4-minute window. That's how long.
3-minute window.
The 3-minute window.
Yeah.
Okay, a 3-minute window for that's how long your flight has to be. You have to be down before the 3 minutes. If you don't have any power. So in this particular case, you didn't make it back.
Overextended it.
Overextended it, and then you're into extra time, and then
we got a sag in the battery.
And that was that. So he turned around and went into the tree.
He landed safely in a tree.
And the next paddock over.
Yeah.
And we retrieved him with a. How did you climb the tree to get him?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's in one piece. I'm gonna go.
Yep.
I think we repaired him as well.
We repaired him and we sent him back into the air. I think we just 3D printed the nose. I think he hasn't been painted yet. We haven't painted him just yet, but he will be painted. Save. Always push save. Always forget that.
There you go. That was it.
Oh yeah, that was the his nose has been 3D printed on which material is that one?
Machine grey.
Machinery grey from our sponsors KIWIFIL.
So that was cool. But yeah, looks apart.
Retract
a little bit of grey to add.
Yeah, we need a bit of airbrushing. But he's all the damage other than that nose has always been occurred on takeoff. When he's going along the ground, he'll hit a bump or maybe like a clover or something, and then
it gets sucked into the EDFs.
And then boom, 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 flip, and then the nose rips off or something like that.
It makes you look really bad.
It does make you look bad, but he is a fun guy to fly. Exactly the same thing as what you're talking about with the wing, the FPV wingsuit man. You bank him over and then you pull him up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Right. For steering.
He's only got elevators.
Is that 3D printed? The nose is 3D printed.
Everything else is foam.
Everything else is foam. Those darn clovers here.
But yes. We'll have to make a 3D printed plane.
A jet. Or something,
yeah. Well, we've got the jet wing at the moment.
Well, we've got the jet wing, so I guess that is the jet.
And that's got two. So this has got.
So the jet. When you say jet wing, you mean jetpack, but we call it a jet wing.
Yeah. So just like the Dubai jet man.
Jetman, yes.
So this one's got a 64mm, just a single EDF motor in the back.
Yeah, it splits. So you can see it. There's two inlets in the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. Two like that.
There and there.
And then that actually goes to one turbine in the bottom. There's a 64mm one, but for the jetpack jet wing, which is the FPV jet wing, he's got two 70mm on each arm. So he's got one there and one on the wings. Yeah. So he's quite a lot more powerful. He's
6 years.
Yeah, he's 6 years with this one's
4 years.
Yeah. So like 10 times the power. And the chances of success high, would you say? Or for flight? Fair chance for flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some more work to do. We've got to make the parachute, right? Because he lands with a parachute.
He doesn't land like these guys do. He lands with a parachute and a parachute. That's the way we made him.
Yeah.
But yes, he's on the channel somewhere.
Is that us?
Yeah, I think he's saved. He's good. Yep. No, he's fine. And he's all good in the hood, as it were. So yeah, he's all painted. So that's the way you do it. And he's all printed and ready to go. So what we would do is we'll slice them up maybe on the next live stream, or do you think we'll just do it in the background?
Well, just
depends.
see how we go.
Just depends.
See how we go.
And either way, we will be launching them on live stream, whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
And then you can see it. So what we'll do now is we'll move to the next position, and we'll sign out.
Yeah. So thanks very much, everyone, for joining the live stream. It's and joining the channel, and remember to check out the episode coming up this week on Tuesday. Next week Tuesday. And remember to check out that live stream that we're talking about with Christina with a wingsuit and speed wing expert. That's our next one, right? That's coming out on Thursday at 7 p.m. I believe. At this stage of the game, keep updates. We'll update you on the post. So
on the channel.
Check that out. Yep. I'll grab your stats.
Yes. So we'll just do our traditional sign out if you have not seen it before. And I'm Harry, like we were saying before,
and I'm Richard, and we'll remember to keep up to date on the Tuesday episode, because we're continuing on with the flying 3D printer drone build that we're doing, which is an extremely exciting engineering
challenge
conundrum.
And these like a meter.
It's got 32-inch props.
32-inch props. So there you go, an exciting one, and we appreciate very much for Creality coming on board with that one. And there you go. So thanks everyone, Destroyer and Gabe, and all the other people that are past, present, and future for tuning in. We appreciate you very much.
Thanks for chatting. That was great meeting.
It was great meeting you guys, and we appreciate it very much.
So, should we
We'll
jump?
sign up.
We'll sign out, guys. And
Thanks very much once again. Okay, I'm Richard.
And I'm Harry. And here we go into the next episode and live stream. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Okay, guys. See you next week.
See you then. Have a great one.